Hello, my name is Lee Petts and I'm the founder of 52M. We are a PR and marketing agency based in Preston in Lancashire. And for about the last year, we've been working closely with a national cancer charity who are the experts in communicating about cancer and currently are on the cusp of a new campaign with them where we're hoping to engage Britain's B Corp community in raising awareness about the impacts that cancer in the workplace has on both people and organisations. Now, joining me to tell us all about that is the chief exec of this charity, and I'm sure he will do a much better job of introducing himself and the charity and its work than I ever could. So, Mark, over to you.
Yeah, hello. My name's Mark Guymer. I'm the CEO of Cancer Support UK. It's a national cancer charity with a really clear vision to create a kinder world for people impacted by cancer. And we do that by delivering a range of services across emotional and practical support.
Thanks, Mark. That's brilliant. So I think a good starting place here would be for you to explain some of the background to cancer in the UK, particularly around prevalence amongst the working age population and any trends that might be evident in cancer incidence.
The latest numbers would suggest that around about 400,000 people have a cancer diagnosis every single year within the UK. Recent research tells us that as many as 900,000 people across the UK of working age had a cancer diagnosis. And the research also tells us that that number is unfortunately likely to increase to 1.15 million by the end of this decade. So almost a 30% increase in the numbers of people of working age who have had a diagnosis.
Okay, so those are some pretty big and sobering numbers there, Mark. I guess it means that most businesses are at some stage inevitably going to find they have an employee in their midst with a cancer diagnosis. How important is it for those affected by cancer to remain in the workplace or to return to work after their physical treatment has been completed? And how prepared do you think businesses are generally to support those employees? And are there any gaps in the support that's provided that could be improved on, do you think?
One of the key services that we deliver to support people is called a cancer coach service, which is about the emotional support that people need following their diagnosis and their physical treatment. And one of the issues that we were hearing about within our groups again and again was this challenge for individuals to either return to work following their treatment or to remain in work during their treatment. We know that this is incredibly important to people, not just in terms of their self-worth and for them to continue with some degree of normality within their lives to stay connected to people, but also the extra financial demands that are placed on individuals once they've had a diagnosis. So there is lots of research which will show you that there's an increased cost, whether that's traveling to appointments, whether it's specialist items that you need to purchase to help you through your treatment. So there's an increased financial demand once you have a diagnosis. Organizations rightly and understandably have a real focus on what they have to do, what they need to do from a legal perspective. They're also good at focusing on supporting the individual that's been impacted. So an example of that would be that they would have a conversation with them when they return to work and sort of say, you know, do we need to be more flexible around how your hours work, or do you need to follow up appointments? Bigger organizations will have employee assistance programs. And these are all good and can provide people with that one-to-one counselling and support if they need it. But none of these things address what we see as the fundamental issue, which is that your colleagues and the people around you need to have some kind of training and education around cancer and how to have a conversation with somebody that's had cancer, a cancer experience. And this is what can really make a difference. This can make someone feel that they are being supported and that they want to remain in that organisation. But unfortunately, there are many, many organisations that still haven't realised that this is the fundamental area that they can address, and effectively educating your workforce so that they have a basic understanding of cancer and have the skills and confidence to have a conversation and engage with people who have been impacted has those wide-ranging benefits that will go across the whole business ecosystem.
Well, that neatly brings us on to our upcoming B Corp campaign then. So tell us a bit more about the background to that and what it is you're hoping to do with Britain's certified B Corp community this September.
So as a charity, one of the things that's really important to us is our purpose. It's why we exist. It's why people work for the charity. And it provides us with the sort of guiding light in terms of what we're trying to do. So we're trying to create a kinder world for people impacted by cancer. And the reason we wanted to work on this campaign with certified B Corps is because they are companies, they're commercial companies, but they've made a really public statement around their purpose, and they're aligned with the purpose of our charity in the sense that they're trying to do things that go beyond just the simple customer transaction. They are considering how they make the world a better place. So we know certified B Corps are very engaged, very focused on their employee well-being. And we know that the issues that I've talked about are having an impact on all types of organizations. So we wanted to run this campaign because we felt there was close alignment around purpose-led organizations, and we wanted to use their collective voice across their social media platforms to really raise awareness of this issue, which we believe is affecting everybody.
Thanks very much, Mark, for explaining that in so much detail and for giving us a flavour of why this campaign is needed in the first place and what it is that you are hoping to achieve. So if you are a certified B Corp in the UK and eager to get involved in this initiative, then I would encourage you to go to this link as soon as possible, where you'll find all of the information you need and be able to sign up to join in with our planned social media takeover on Tuesday, the 10th of September. Now, don't panic. We won't be asking you for your log-on credentials. We'll simply be asking you to share some pre-prepared assets on your social channels for the day. The aim being to leverage your reach and get these messages in front of as many people and as many businesses as possible.